Assalamu alaikum. Today on Nuran Academy, we're going to be talking about the true meaning of sabr. If you benefit from this discussion, please do support us by subscribing and sharing it as a sadaqah.
You know, we've all heard things like this when we're going through a tough time. Just be patient. Just wait. Accept it. They're meant to be comforting, right? But what do these phrases really mean in our faith? What is the reality of sabr?
Well, for a lot of people, these words kind of suggest you should just stop. Sit still, do nothing, maybe even dial back your dreams a little. Just accept whatever's happening without trying to do anything about it.
But here's the thing. The Islamic understanding of sabr, it's something else entirely. It's not about being weak or just passively giving up. No way. It's actually a state of active, disciplined strength. It's all about endurance and, this is key, self-control when you're under pressure.
So let's dive a little deeper into this common misunderstanding. We need to really separate what true sabr is from what is just surrender. You see, this passive approach, this idea of just giving up without even trying, that is not the sabr that our faith teaches us. It's more like a kind of cultural laziness that's been dressed up as a spiritual virtue. And let's be clear, true faith is never, ever an excuse for doing nothing.
So we need to completely reframe how we think about this. True patience, it's a form of active, powerful strength. It's all about how you endure, how you hold on without breaking.
See, Islam doesn't tell us to just quit when things get hard. Not at all. It teaches us how to handle the pressure, how to stay firm and in control of ourselves, even when it feels like everything is pushing against us. It's like self-control in motion.
Okay, so what does this active strength actually look like in our day-to-day lives? Well, it all comes down to discipline, a really deep sense of discipline. In fact, it's the kind of mindset that you see in great leaders and high achievers.
All right, first up, sabr is that discipline to keep going, to keep working, even when you're not seeing any results. You know that feeling. It's about staying committed to the process, trusting the process, even when you can't see the finish line.
Second, it's having the focus to stick to your path long after that initial spark of motivation has died down. And let's be honest, motivation comes and goes, right? It's discipline. That is the real core of sabr. And number three, it's having the ethical backbone to say no to shortcuts. It's that strength to stick to your principles, even when a much easier, but maybe less honorable path opens up right in front of you. So when you boil it all down, what is sabr? It's the ability to delay your own comfort right now for something greater, something more meaningful down the road. It's all about having the vision to see past the struggle of this very moment.
But okay, how do we actually build this kind of inner strength? I mean, especially when you feel like you're in the dark, totally alone, and it just feels like you're getting nowhere.
Well, there's a really powerful analogy that can help us here. It's the journey of a simple seed. And believe me, it teaches us a massive lesson about how growth can happen in silence and even in darkness.
Think about it. A seed starts its life buried under the ground, in complete darkness. There's no one cheering it on, no visible signs of progress. It just has to stay committed, in silence, and patiently endure. And it's only after going through that whole process that it can finally push through the dirt and start to grow. And you know what? Our own growth is often exactly like that.
And that right there is the core lesson. Sabr is about staying committed to the journey, committed to your principles, especially during that long stretch when it feels like absolutely nothing is happening on the outside.
But this whole journey of endurance, it's not for nothing. It has a purpose. Every single moment of hardship is actually a kind of training, and it's designed to bring about the incredible results of sabr.
When we practice sabr, we're building these essential qualities that we need for success, not just in this life, but in the next. It literally forges mental toughness. It helps us regulate our emotions. It builds long-term discipline, and it makes us so much more resistant to burnout.
And this is where we see a huge difference in mindset. The world today often tells you, hey, if it hurts, just quit. But Islam teaches us something so much deeper. It says, if the struggle has meaning, if it's for a greater purpose, then you endure.
So the next time you're facing a delay or things are just hard, I want you to try something. Reframe the question you ask yourself. Instead of asking, why is this taking so long? Try asking, what is this hardship building inside of me? What strength is being forged in me right now?
And always remember, every single moment of disciplined endurance has a purpose, and it has a reward. Not every delay is a denial. Sometimes a delay is just training. And it's the people who learn to last, the ones who outlast the difficulty, who end up rising the highest.
Presented and created by Noran Studio.